Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me yet, my name is Sarah with Love Holistic Living. I'm a mother of two living in California, and I help women lose weight permanently and naturally so they can enjoy the food they love while losing weight and feeling healthy and energized and comfortable in their own skin. In today's video, we are going to talk about meal prepping, and I'll show you a simple way to meal prep. And before we get started, I want you to know that I've never meal prepped for the first 20 years of my life. I come from the northern part of Italy where my mom always cooked for me homemade, healthy, nourishing recipes from scratch every day. And so I've been really lucky, but at the same time, I have never mastered meal prepping until these days, because living in the United States and being a mom of two and running my business, definitely I don't have time to cook every meal from scratch most of the days, even though I really enjoy it. So what you will see in this video is that we're going to meal prep for 3 days, not for a whole week, because that's actually what my schedule allows, is to meal prep for 3 days or having a soup that lasts like a whole week. But definitely I get bored of eating the same food for a week straight, so that mid-week allows me to reset and remake 2 more recipes that I will use for the second half of the week, so I don't get bored and my kids don't get bored, and it helps me to enjoy food even more. So stay with me, and the recipes that I've used, they're super healthy and my kids love them too. So you will have also PDF to download below, and I can't wait to know what you think. Before we actually get started, one more thing, please click that subscribe button below so you will be notified every time I post a video, and or you can join my private Facebook community or follow me on Instagram or check my website for more information of what I do. I will post those links in the description below, but now let's really get started and go into meal prepping together. So we are actually into my kitchen right now, and what we're going to see and do together is breakfast, and I'll give you a choice of 2. So I do pre-make egg muffins, and then I do pre-make oatmeals for breakfast that me and the kids really enjoy, and it's warm, and then the egg muffins give us extra protein to not get hungry. Then for lunch, we are going to make rice and salmon and broccoli, and if you are vegan, then you can just substitute that with some black beans. That's what sometimes I do. And then for dinner, we are going to make a minestrone soup, because that's actually my favorite, what I grew up with, and it's just warm soups at night. It's something that I really enjoy. And lastly, I will be making small burritos with rice and beans and cheese. And if you want a gluten-free option, then you can obviously substitute that with tacos, with corn tortillas. And burritos for us are really fast, and my kids love them. So that's definitely not Italian, but it's okay. We do have pasta a lot of the time too. And we'll be doing some more meal prepping video for you guys. So let's get started. To begin with the oatmeal, grab a mason jar, or more mason jars if you're doing it for 3 days actually. And I added about half of a cup of quick oatmeal. And today I'm going to show you 2 different types of oatmeal. So in the first one, I'm going to add dried apple and about a teaspoon of chia seeds. about a tablespoon of collagen powder to add a little bit of extra nutrient and protein, and half of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of maple syrup, but you can have more if you wish. I don't like my oatmeal too sweet. But then in the second, my favorite kind of oatmeal, I added 1 teaspoon of cacao powder, 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, peanut butter, about a teaspoon, and sometimes I add the collagen, sometimes not. It depends on your preference. And what you do, I like to add hot water in the morning and have it warm, but you can add it the night before. Now for the egg muffins, we're going to crack about 10 eggs into a small bowl, and what we're going to do, we're going to mix it really well with about 1 cup of milk of your preference. I like to switch between almond, sometimes I do lactose-free cow's milk. It all depends, but definitely don't do much dairy. And then I added a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. Then I sprayed the muffin pan with coconut oil, and what I'm doing is pretty much I cut up about a third of onions, but it wasn't enough to fill all the muffins tin. And it was okay because my kids don't like onions, but if you do, then you need to add like about you need to cut half of an onion into small pieces. And then what I'm doing, I pretty much chopped a third cup of kale, and I'm spreading the kale equally. And then I have about 1/3 of a cup of cheese that I'm spreading equally into the muffin tins. And at the end, I'm distributing the egg mix that we made before. And to finish up before baking these muffins is I just added tomatoes from our garden, which we're so lucky to have. And what you do is you bake them for about 20 to 30 minutes at 375 Fahrenheit degree. Then I grabbed about 1 pound of wild-caught salmon, and it's so easy and simple. I topped it with 2 slices of lemon, sprinkled some salt and pepper and a little bit of Italian mixed herbs, and then I baked it at 375 with the muffins for 20 to 30 minutes, and it was done. Then I boiled 2 cups of basmati rice in 4 cups of hot water for about 20 minutes, and I took care of the rice. And then I grabbed a head of broccoli, organic broccoli, and in a cup of hot water, and I steamed it. And then I went on to make my minestrone. I grabbed 2 medium carrots and sliced it. I then chopped about 3 thin celery stalks, and then I did chop 8 small golden potatoes, about 300 grams if you use a scale, and they were organic, so I left the skin. Then I chopped 1 small onion, and I did chop about 1 big zucchini, or you can do 2 small zucchini, and 1 tomato from the garden because we have so many. And what I did, I used 2 tablespoons of oil, fried for 2 minutes the onions, and then added all the ingredients plus a can of pinto beans. I added 8 cups of broth, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and sometimes I add 1 teaspoon of turmeric, but I didn't have it this time. And then when it was done, I pretty much used 3 kind of 32 ounces mason jars. Then I'm on to the burritos, and I'm opening up a can of pinto beans. You can use black beans if you wish. And I warmed up the tortilla and added cheese. I'm using vegan cheese at this time. Added the rice that I cooked before, the basmati rice, and then I added the pinto beans. And I added, sometimes, especially in my burritos, I add spinach or salad and bell peppers. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up so I know that you really enjoyed watching these recipes. And if you try them, let me know. Definitely the soup, I have to tell you guys, I had to freeze at least 1 jar because it was a lot for me and the kids, but probably for a family of 4 and 5, it's pretty it's a good amount to last you for the rest of the week. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.